Greetings, everybody, from the White Mountains of Arizona. We've got a break in the weather here. Sunshine, blue skies, only a little bit of wind. So we figured it's time for another channeling video. This week, my friends, we're going to be doing Biden. Okay, we did Trump, so it's only fair we do almost the exact same thing for Biden. I'm going to try to ask the exact type of questions. I'm going to try to connect with his higher self, though I feel like connecting with his ego would tell us a lot about him and the trajectory of this country. But I think we're going to just try to see what the higher self has to say. And the most important thing here, my friends, is going to be turning off the ego. I asked you to do it once for Trump. I'm asking you to do it again for Biden. I'm going to do the same and see if we can't get some information from the higher realms about this situation. Tara's over here in the mottled sun, and she is grounding, she's connecting, she's protecting. Shielding is oh so important if you're going to do any spiritual work. Whatever that means for you, do it the way you feel fit.
Okay.
All right. So are we connected with something or someone?
Yes. Biden's higher self.
Okay. Are we keeping him on the outside for now?
Just for now.
All right. So what dimensional frequency does this higher self reside at?
7.
Seventh dimension, the angelic realm?
It says we're not all angels.
Is there polarity in the seventh realm? A type of
A
polarity?
type of polarity.
Mm-hmm. So would there be a light and a dark then? Or something similar?
Similar.
So you're saying that you're of the dark or the equivalent.
It's trying to skirt around things. I was asking if it was service to self. It said yes, but if I spin a web and you fly into it, doesn't that make you no better than me? It's got a very dark vibe.
Okay, so let's not let them in then. Keep them out of arm's distance. What is the soul's mission?
Recolonization.
Recolonization of what?
Our people. There's more than a few species of these arachnids, but they've been banned from their place of origin. They're kind of spread out and floating around, looking for a new place where they can colonize.
So they're looking to Earth?
Yes, they feel it's the easiest to recolonize.
Even though there's multiple factions already fighting over it?
The goal is to stir up as much controversy as possible to have these factions fight amongst each other, and perhaps they'll just end up killing each other, and then we inherit the planet.
You slide in at the back end. Okay. So a seventh dimensional arachnid wanting to recolonize Earth. So what is your role as Joe Biden? What is your goal, your mission, your hopes with this incarnation?
It really just wanted to be in a leadership position. It doesn't care that who Joe Biden is. It just needs to be in a point of leadership where all eyes could be on this thing along with these other leaders, some of them being kin, so that they can continue to stir the pot and get people to argue amongst themselves and even get the higher selves of opposing polarities to hopefully fight amongst themselves.
Even the higher selves.
That's what it's hoping.
Who are some of the other arachnid people in positions of power?
That female, um, the one that just stepped down in not Australia, New Zealand.
Ah, yeah. Forget her name.
Her.
The one who smokes crick.
um, there's in Russia, it's not Putin, but somebody who stands behind him as counsel. And China leader.
Uh, duh. No wonder Biden's
That's it.
all cozy with this guy. So these arachnids have been placed in positions of power in order to create as much chaos as possible.
Yes.
So Biden is trying to destabilize the U.S.
He can't do it as a singular person, but he can work with certain people or accidentally, quote unquote, work with certain people or be caught working with them in order to stir up controversy. The arachnid is saying that the ego is just it's doing whatever it wants, but it gently guides the ego of the president. And the ego seems to be cozy with its higher self. And so it doesn't take much to get those who are triggered by that ego to not fight with that person, but to fight with anybody else other than that person. It loves to see blood in the streets.
So a lot to unpack here. So Biden is fully aware of his higher self,
Yes,
and he understands his higher self's mission.
not fully.
But to some degree, Biden is consciously enacting his higher self's desires.
It's conscious and subconscious. It's like a vague understanding of what it has to do.
Is Biden involved in the cabal?
Yes,
To what degree?
just the face. Again, just has to stir the controversy, get people to hate each other, get people to either point the finger at another human being or otherworldly being. They're allowing themselves to be triggered.
Okay. Are there how many Bidens exist?
For
Why are they all slightly different?
not the same person,
Yeah, they're clones.
but real humans.
Sure, real humans, but were they bred from birth to be Biden clones?
3 of them, yes, 1 of them, no.
Okay. So the cabal rigged the election so Biden would win?
Yes, but to do it in such a fashion that again would stir controversy, get people to accuse a political side, and vice versa, of cheating or things being unfair.
So they wanted to be caught a little bit so that it would cause more chaos.
And anything that it's been caught doing was on purpose.
Why is the Cabal trying to speed up the ascension through their actions?
The Arachnid is not interested in what the Cabal wants. It is playing ball for now until it's like it's rubbing its legs together until everything implodes. They know exactly what's happening with the awakening, but they also know that with that mm, breaking a consciousness free, there's a lot of friction that occurs within that. This arachnid wants to get in the crack of that friction so that while things are unstable, which would give rise to an awakening, instead to halt that awakening and utilize that instability to watch everything crumble, that nobody would get what they want except for them.
So they want to. These arachnids want to see everyone fail so that they can swoop in and scoop in the prize.
Yes, they're even hoping that the masters come home so they can be involved in it all. They want to they want to push and push and push until there is no normal. There's only chaos. Nothing but chaos. In this realm and all the beings that preside in the other realms within this realm. They actually want to bring the Anunnaki home.
So is that why the seventh dimensional angelic realm is trying to bring peace and unity and serenity to counteract your, what I would see as negative polarity?
Many beings in that realm are trying to neutralize, doing what they have to in order to bring things into neutrality. But it's almost as if it's a block for them to go back to their seventh dimensional home.
So the arachnids at this frequency have nowhere else to go but Earth.
That's why they're desperate.
How do you see Trump?
It's not too concerned with the ego or the higher self of Donald Trump. Anything it can use to create controversy. To some degree, the ego of Donald Trump recognizes that he's being played in this little game. He understands that there's a lot of games going on, but he hasn't quite put his finger on the specific game of Biden's higher self. And he tries to play into it, but then tries not to play into it because his own ego has its own wants and gains and its own game.
So it's using the leftist ideology to push a chaotic, destructive narrative?
It's what the arachnid wants. Anything that seems extreme, even ridiculous, anything that will create chaos in the streets, play off whoever the opponent may be. It doesn't even have to be Trump, but get people to look at them like teams and to want so badly to have their team to win that they would hurt another human being in order to do so. This is what it wants.
I don't know which Biden is planning on running, but he can't be serious, right? Is it just to cause more chaos?
Both cause chaos, but also serious.
Because of they think they'll win, or because they'll cheat and steal?
Anything to cause chaos. It actually, they're contemplating getting quote unquote caught cheating again just to anger more people and also anger certain world leaders. It's not just the people, there's other leaders to consider who aren't a part of the game.
But surely the cabal knows this speeds up the human awakening.
Their plan is to, it looks like just before you crest a hill, it's a struggle, and then you're just about to get over the top. And they have, it's blocked. They have a plan in place to try to squash it when most are most vulnerable within the transitional process. But also the arachnid are have their own game in place to keep everything squashed so they can come in. Both want to get everything to a point of vulnerability where some people, humans, beings really, to be between a point of 3D and not 3D anymore. It's the in between state. Many are most vulnerable.
If you, the arachnids, were to take control of Earth, would you maintain the slave population of humans?
They don't seem to have a plan in place. I can't see it.
Because they're just
They
going to
just
kill us.
want it.
They're just going to kill us and take our planet.
They just want it. They
Uh,
don't care if they use up all the resources. They don't care if everything dies. They just want it.
all right, well, that's all the time. Thanks for chatting with us. Do you have any last message for the people before you go?
Mm, mm. And they're just showing something. They're so proud of themselves that they have these tricks up their sleeves. They want to be caught doing things. They think it's hilarious. They say around March 11th, mid March, they have more fun things planned.
Yeah, probably developments in the Katie Hub or Katie Holmes, whatever. I don't even know. Governor of Arizona thing. or bigger than that?
It's pulling away.
All right. Very good. You got some water to your left here.
Why? Yeah.
I like how we started off today saying, let's channel something high vibrational. And then we ended up with that.
We end up with something so dark.
Ugh. It's a lot of dark stuff out there. I don't know what to tell you. Keep your shields up, build your intuition, get good with your higher self.
Yeah, the kind of the analogy my higher self was showing me of their dimension, being kind of the angelic realm. They're like, you ever heard of the fallen angels? That's them.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
But they're spiders.
Yeah.
That's just how they come across.
That's just how they come across, I guess.
But their energy is fallen angel.
Yeah. Very selfish. And it's like, they're just going to be chaotic just to be chaotic. Like, we don't care that anybody gets hurt. Like, it's just fun for them. They're like, and we get your planet in the process. So I'm like, I don't think so.
Wow. No one counts humans in this fight. Like, we're just gonna wake up.
Why are we just disregarded all the time? It's like
we're just gonna wake up and then do our own thing. Anyway,
yeah,
that was fun. If you guys have anything to say about that, put it in the comment section. We'd love to start conversations.
Yeah. All right then.
And Tara's cold.
On that note. Okay, well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Let
watching.
us know if you have questions for future channelings.
That too. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.